Welcome to The Connect with your hosts, Christina Lee, Krista Escamilla, Shauna Garcia, and me, Natalie Cargile. We inspire, we influence, and we network. Are you ready to slay this new week? Let's go.
Well, happy Saturday, West Texas. Welcome to the Connect Show right here on Fox 24. Hopefully you're having a great morning. And as you know, here at the Connect, Saturdays for us are all about success. So we have a fantastic guest co-host today, Christina Scalera. Welcome.
Hi, so glad to be here.
I'm happy you're here too, girl. I love what you do. You help turn services into products for women. And you also help women getting their legal documents on point, right? So whether it's a non-disclosure agreement or maybe you have some type of document you need with a partner in business, you got to keep it professional, right? So you offer those services. And happy Saturday, by the way, to my business besties, Shauna Garcia, and of course, Christy Joe Lightfoot, filling in for fall. What are the most common documents you find women needing in business?
Yeah, well, the good news is the most important one that you need as you get started is actually free. It's called an EIN, an employee identification number. So you can get that tax ID letter from the IRS, which is great news because that's free. And then the next one that's most important, obviously, is a contract, because if you are working with a client, they're exchanging money for your services, and there needs to be some sort of agreement about that, which is your contract. So that protects both you and them.
Christina, when Natalie and I started, there are so many different business entities. Yeah. So, for an LLC, you've got this. For a corporate, you've got this. So this is truly one of the most genius ideas ever. How did you get started?
It's so funny. I actually got started because a friend of mine was an equine photographer, believe it or not, very niche. And she needed a contract, but she just was starting her business. She's like, I don't know if I really want to pay a lawyer. And I'm a lawyer. That's my background. She's like, you've got to have some sort of template that you use with all your clients. And can I borrow that? And I said, yeah, sure. That's fine. She looked at it and she said, you can really sell this. And I said, no, that's not a thing. But it turns out I really could sell it. And so here I am 5 years later with the contract shop, and things are selling really well. We're getting to help a lot of people every year with our contract templates for these niche industries like photographers and graphic designers.
Christina, what are some other offers that you have? And I'm sure that there are women that are watching this that are thinking, oh my gosh, I need a contract.
Yeah. So if you are working with clients, that's always important. But even if you're not working with clients, as we all know, privacy is a huge thing on the internet right now. It's kind of been eclipsed by some other things in 2020, but it's still something to be aware of and keep track of if you do have a small business or you're thinking about starting a small business, because if you have a website, you need a privacy policy. That's the case pretty much all over the world now. So having a privacy policy is essential. And so that's one of the other popular offerings that we have that I would say everybody should go check out, just because it's so helpful to have that in place, as well as your terms and conditions. I like to think of it as like you're the queen of your castle in internet land. And your terms and conditions are all of the rules of your domain that all of your subjects, your people that are coming to your website, have to abide by.
And when I look at brands, I do look for those things in the footer or elsewhere just to see, are they up leveled to where they're focusing on those kind of silent or overlooked spaces that matter. And those are the perfect.
That's a great point, Nicole.
Yeah,
that's an excellent point.
Awesome. All right. So I love what you're doing. So excited to learn more from you. I should say Christina Scalera. You guys make sure you're following her. But first, coming up, there is a new luxury event rental and design firm right here in Midland, and it's called Vivardi Designs. Now, the owner, Caitlyn Branco, she is going to share what you can look forward to right here in the Permian Basin. But first, here's this week's Minute with Marcy.
Welcome to this week's Minute with Marcy. Guys, it is time for that annual chemical peel. In the summertime, you can't do these chemical peels very easily because we're out in the sun, but we're also doing a lot of damage in the summer. So I like to think of a good chemical peel in the fall as a good fresh start to really get back on my skincare routine and do all the things that I'm supposed to be doing. A good chemical peel is going to minimize pores. It's going to help smooth fine lines. It's going to help with texture issues as well as minimizing pores. It just makes that makeup go on just a little bit smoother. We will see you next week. You don't have to be a celebrity to feel like one. Our top-of-the-line Russian hair extensions provide a more natural feel, faster blow-dry time, and a full weight line. Real MC hair extensions are available to all stylists, and all extensions are available the same day. Come in and feel the difference for yourself.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Caitlyn Branco, and I'm so excited to be sharing my new business, Bavardi Designs, with you, a new luxury, rental, and design firm here in Midland, Texas. A little bit about me. I was born in Zimbabwe, moved to the States with my family when I was 5, and became a U.S. citizen when I was 15. I've always been surrounded by entrepreneurs, so entrepreneurship has always been in my blood. When we moved here, my parents poured their hearts into building a business that I saw grow from a small mom-and-pop operation into a large company that had over 70 employees. I saw them work so hard for something that rewarded them so well, and I definitely have aspired to be like them and wanted that for myself. Immigrant parents started from nothing, they built a successful life, and then instilled those values into my siblings and I so that we could do the same is definitely how Bavardi Designs came about. I went to college knowing I wanted to own a business, something in design, of course, because that's what I'm passionate about, it's what I'm good at, but I didn't know exactly what that would look like or how I would accomplish it, especially in the midst of a global pandemic and negative oil prices. I'm fueled with passion and creativity and a love for people and design, and after 6 months of unemployment and many evenings around the table with my family, throwing ideas around, I decided that why not do this right now? This is the best opportunity to. I have a lot more time. I've had immediate support from so many people in the 4 weeks since launching and have a calendar filling up already, which I'm so grateful for. Bavardi Designs is already becoming the place to connect with people, create beautiful things, and be inspired. I'll be bringing in soft seating for weddings and fundraisers, furniture vignettes, coffee and side tables, beautiful glassware, unique dining chairs, lighting, and beautiful accessories that can be used at every event. I'm working on my website and will announce that date soon, so for now, follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Bavardi Designs.
We hope you're enjoying the show because we level up your circle one girl boss at a time. And register to vote. You can do so on our website at theconnectonline.com and subscribe today. Glam up your routine at Urban Glow Blow Dry Bar. Whether it's company or corporate events, weddings, girls' night out, family pictures, or you just want to get glammed, get blown out and ready to go out at Urban Glow Blow Dry Bar. Located at 3415 North Loop 250 in the Borgata Shopping Center in Midland.
Well, welcome back to the Connect Show right here on Fox. So let's talk tech. And it truly is the future. And we see the STEM programs growing across the country. And that's, of course, the science, the technology, the engineering, and the math. And today, Kat, I'm excited to learn from you. Tech solutions, it's really almost unavoidable. Most of us are women in business and we have to refer or turn to technology to some extent, and especially if you're working from home through COVID. So I'm happy to learn more about your company, Kat. It's called Shelby Tech Solutions. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here today.
I'm happy you're here too, Kat, because as I was, Sean and I were just saying, we don't have a tech person, and I think everybody needs a tech person now more than ever as the world is shifting and we're changing how we do business. So you offer experienced, personalized technology consulting. And I want you to talk a little bit about how your services can help small businesses.
So really what we do at Shelby Tech is we break technology down in a way that's, number one, understandable, that fits within your budget, and that basically helps you to either touch your customers more often, be able to stay in contact with them. In generalize, what we're doing right now, a lot of, is helping our clients be able to reach out to their customers, as well as be able to keep that lifeline between themselves and if they have workers at home right now.
I don't know if everybody knows this about you, but you have over 20 years experience in the tech industry, which is incredible. From your experience, do you see that a lot of companies aren't actually where they should be because they are so far behind in the tech world?
I do. And I think it's kind of twofold. So really, when you think at this, it's that technology is vastly changing overnight. And with COVID, it was like we were kind of on this super speed, and now we're at mega speed because people have had to go, all right, so I've got 24 hours to get my employees at home. Let's make this happen. And so absolutely, I think a lot of people have piecemealed together the solutions, and what they're looking at now is what can we get that's going to stand the test of time and work in the long run for us.
Question though, lots of women have avoided this field. So what advice do you have for women who are getting into this industry, and why do you think we've avoided it traditionally?
I really question that. So even now, I find it interesting. So myself as a woman and as like a Hispanic or Latina, and the owner of a company, you'll notice that I'm about 2% of the population per se in technology. But I still find it interesting to see that people are avoiding it. I think there's more and more coming up, but I think traditionally people have felt like they needed to kind of go the engineering route, and they had to kind of have a certain route that they're going. And I think now it's way more open, and I see more and more ladies coming into the field more often.
With ladies coming into the field, there's also these ladies out here like me. And I am like tech simple. So what are some basic apps that as a female in business we should know? And is there any just tech simple things that you can tell us that we need to know as women, get your business going? Just give us something for women in business, small businesses, big businesses, whatever that looks like.
I think the biggest thing that I can tell anybody as far as whether it's an app or an application is, social media marketing is huge right now. And there are so many apps that you can get in the background that can help you run like a full campaign and be able to do that on a weekend versus having to take, individually do it throughout the day. The other thing is, I think it's really important to have a web presence. So I'm all about, get your website up and going, get a business number. And I would say the third thing that always gets me is, as a tech person, is when I see somebody's email and it's like so-and-so business at gmail.com, so-and-so business at AOL.com.
Girl.
It's not that hard to get like an Office 365 account or, a Gmail business account, and you can have it say your website. That has to be one of the things. And especially with as much like cybersecurity needs as you have, you want that background, because there's nothing that hurts like your business and your technology as someone getting like hacked and emails going out. I mean, that's just bad news all around.
Wow. I'm impressed with that. Because I think the same thing too. I even have friends that have businesses, and I'm like da-da-da-da-da at gmail.com, and I just type it in thinking, why is this still your deal? So sorry, Christy Joe. My friends, don't kill me.
I love that. That when I used to do nothing but branding and web design, and that was one of my pet peeves. And one of the first things I told people, this is the first thing that you need to do. Kat, I love that. And I would love to know, where are you from, and tell us how people can get in contact with you to get your services.
Okay, so I'm actually originally from Abilene, Texas, but now I live in Midland, so I'm in the Permian Basin. I've been here for right around 10 years, and you can always get a hold of me by looking at my website, which is shelbyts.com, or just calling me on the phone.
Kat, we might just call you on the phone, girl, because I bet you have some good information that can help our business. And when you are looking at companies to work with, is there any type of company in general that you are more interested in working with or collaborating with in general? Just curious.
I really don't have a particular company size that is better for me or not good for me. What I generally look for is companies that are forward thinking in their technology needs. A company that's like, hey, we're just starting out, but we want to go ahead and roadmap where we want to be in 5 years or where we want to be in a year. So that's the biggest thing that I look for.
We're going to take a quick break, but coming up next, updos and mermaid extensions. Y'all know about that? All right.
Thank you.
Updos and mermaid extensions. What hairstyles are trending as fall is underway? Alexa Aguirre has the deets. She's coming up next. We'll be right back.
We hope you're enjoying the show because we level up your circle one girl boss at a time. And register to vote. You can do so on our website at theconnectonline.com and subscribe today.
Welcome back to the Connect Show. So Alexia, all right, you are a master at the updos, and they can be tricky. What is the first step for, really the perfect updo?
So I do updos a little different from a lot of people. I've seen like other hairstylists, they've actually well, maybe you should do this or something like that. But I do really tight curls. For every single updo. It doesn't matter what updo it is. If they want loose and messy, I do tight curls in the beginning. And that's just like one of the steps that I use to make my updos look clean. But if they want loose and messy, I can do loose and messy too. But it'll also last them like all night, if that makes sense.
What is trending as far as hairstyles this fall? And what should everybody avoid? What should they not do anymore?
Honestly, I love all updos. I don't think that there's really any updo that people shouldn't do anymore because lots of people can rock different updos. Like they can rock the slick updos, they can rock the tight updos. Some people rock loose and messy. But I think the one that's trending right now is I've been getting a lot of people asking me for Hollywood waves. And that's the one that I've been doing the most recently.
Now, let me ask you real quick. I'm sorry, Christy Joy, I'm cutting in on you. What about the French roll? When I was in the 3rd grade, my mom would put that French roll, honey, and she would put that thing in there so tight. And the French roll, like that was the wedding hairdo, that was church on Sunday. Is the French roll, can I rock that, or would I be way in the 90s?
Girl, I think you can rock anything. As long as you got the perfect outfit to go with it, some good makeup, you can rock anything, honestly. Actually, the French roll was one of the first updos that I tried on my mannequin whenever I was 12. But not many people ask for it. But honestly, I would love for people to ask me for that so we can bring it back.
Alexia, how did you find your niche and where do you get inspiration to do the designs that you do?
When I first started, I didn't use the internet. I honestly don't know where it came from. It came from my head, but nowadays, now that there's Instagram and YouTube and all of these tools with a lot of other bigger artists, I look up to, I don't know if you've ever heard of her on Instagram, but her name is Lala's Updos. and she does like tutorials on updos, which I honestly don't watch very much, but I've always looked at her finished look, and I just think that they're so gorgeous. So I'm like, I want to be like Lala's updos one day.
Alexia, well, if people want to schedule an appointment with you, how do they get a hold of you?
So I don't have a booking website, which a lot of people frown upon, but just DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is I guess Alexia, and my number is 432-894-1447. And that's honestly the best way to get a hold of me, only because I like to talk to my clients, like before like doing their hair. I like to know like if they're getting married, if they're having a quinceañera, what type of style they're wanting, just in case for some reason it's a style I've never seen before. And I'm like, maybe I need to grab my mom and like, hey, let me try this on you real quick, you know? But yes, hopefully in 2021, I will probably work on getting a booking website to make it easier for my clients. But I really do just love just talking to them, you know.
I bet you do, and I bet your clients enjoy talking to you, and I've enjoyed hearing all about the updos. And for all of us watching, if you've enjoyed the show today, you can always join our membership and level up your circle at theconnectonline.com. And we are going to be giving away 2 more books from Damon Johns, The Power Shift. So if you want those, and I think everyone does, like, tag, and share via Facebook and Instagram. We're going to give out 1 on each social media platform. And we can't wait for you to do that. And we can't wait to give them away.
Yes. And Alexia, before you go, may I ask your age?
I am 22. I'll be 23 in October.
Girl, I recognize that you were younger, and I just want to acknowledge that at your age, I was not a business owner. You're a hairstylist. You're hungry. You're driven, right? You're here on television, willing to share your services and what you do. And I want to mention that you have done the hair for 2 of West Texas's pageant winners. And Gladys is very popular here in West Texas. You did her hair, and also the Mackenzie Coughlin, I'm getting that wrong. McKinley, but you're a beautiful woman. You did both of their updos. You do a lot of women on the move, women on the rise, young women finding their place in our community and standing on their own. So I love that you're collaborating with young ladies just like you that are ready for the power shift, right? They're ready for the
Yes.
Yes, I love that. So I appreciate your energy and your hustle and drive at a young age. So
thank you.
You're at home, you guys. Make sure you give her a follow. I guess Alexia, is that right? I guess.
Yes, I guess Alexia.
I guess Alexia. All right, and save the date for the October mastermind. Now, Susie Moore is leading this mastermind. You can catch Susie Moore on Good Morning America. You can catch Susie Moore on the Today Show. And now you can also catch Susie Moore on the Connect Show Miami. Their very first show launched today. So when you get a chance, hop offline and then back online. After you check out our show, go check out their show. Their guest this week is Daisha Wiegand, a Mary Kay millionaire that is just doing it big in South Florida. So we're excited to just network and learn from all of these women. And I was going to say our community, but I guess our community, right? It doesn't matter if you're local. Our community is our community. You guys make it a great Saturday. We appreciate you watching the show, and we'll see you right back here next week on Fox 24. Bye.
Bye.
Meet your hosts of the Connect Show Miami.
Hey, my friends, and welcome to the Connect Show Miami, your favorite new lifestyle show in South Florida, where we focus on women in business and female entrepreneurs. I'm Susie Moore, and each week you can expect different girl bosses to join us right here and share their stories of successes, their challenges, what's really shaped them. Plus, we're going to be keeping you connected to the hottest events, restaurants, and influencers right here in Miami. But first, you must meet my business besties. Not only are they my co-hosts, but each of them have built very successful businesses of their own. Tracy, Sandy, Stitches, welcome. Now, many of you may already know these ladies because they have huge platforms. So please take a minute to introduce yourselves. Tracy, let's kick off with you.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. I'm Tracy Campoli. I live here in Miami. I'm a mom to a 1-year-old. I'm married. I love living in Miami today. I'm also the creator of Total Body Transformation. It is a membership for women to get fit. So it's perfect for you boss babes. And we do it from your living room. I also have an awesome YouTube channel, and I just love connecting with amazing women, bosses, entrepreneurs, and that's why I'm here.
Hey, Sugar Pie. So my name is Liz, and I am single, honey. I guess the next, what comes after that is ready to mingle, I guess, if you're the right one. Still waiting on God, nevertheless. But I'm an artist. I am an author of recently released book. It's called TFL, You Are Beautiful, that we wrote for the little ones. I'm also a radio personality for iHeart Radio, also in Miami 103.5 to be in other stations across the U.S. And she's doing it. I love empowering our young girls of all ages, to be honest, and even our young boys, just spreading love and good vibes. Whatever the Lord wants me to do, I'm going to try to be obedient and do it. But yeah, smiles and spreading good times. That's what I'm about. Hi.
And you, Sandy.
Hey, everybody. My name is Sandy Goodall. I just became an author a few months ago of my book, Delight After Loss, which is a journal of my journey through pregnancy loss. I also am a lifestyle influencer. I have 2 little kids, a 3-year-old little boy and a 10-month-old little girl. And I focus on redefining motherhood and empowering women to create their own definition of motherhood. And speaking of redefining, I have also spent the last few months redefining how the world looks at Down syndrome and special needs. My little girl was born 10 months ago with Down syndrome, and I am showing the world that nobody can tell you what your kid is going to be able to accomplish at the moment they are born. So that's a huge mission for me right now.
We have to know more about you, Sugar Pie. Talk to me.
Well, I'm so thrilled to be here with you. I'm a confidence coach and author. I've been in Miami for just over a year now, and I am committed to this city. I love it here. And I really believe that there's just so much creativity around us, so much potential and abundance. And I'm so thrilled to be connecting with you guys and entrepreneurs every Saturday as a Connection Miami brings the heat with some of the coolest, influential people, businesswomen here in South Florida.
We'll see you this Saturday at theconnectonline.com/Miami.
Are you ready to transform your body in just 30 minutes a day from your living room? I'm Tracy Campoli, the creator of Total Body Transformation, the excuse-proof fitness program made for busy babes like you and me to get fit, sweat, and smile. We've been featured on Good Morning America, The Today Show, and in USA Today. All you have to do is simply log in and press play. No boredom, no stress, and no dread. All in just 30 short minutes from the comfort of your own home. Go to tracycampoli.com to get started today.
We hope you're enjoying the show because we level up your circle one girl boss at a time. And register to vote. You can do so on our website at theconnectonline.com and subscribe today.